Good morning. Looks like we're going to have sunshine and blue skies today. Welcome change. Let's breathe together. Start with your posture on your back, in your bed, on the floor or the sofa, maybe kicked back in your recliner with your legs uncrossed. And just notice yourself and begin to breathe. Breathing naturally, pulling that air in through both nostrils and letting the belly round up as you draw it down, and then releasing and letting it go. That natural breath that we're working to pull into our lives on a 24/7 basis. Good. This morning we're going to practice something new. We're going to practice a posture foundation, bracing our core while we're breathing diaphragmatically. This is so protective of our spine and our lower back, and a skill to use when we exercise or when we lift something. So, what is your core and how do you brace it? Well, in that area around your belly button and a little bit above, it's as though if somebody punched you in the stomach, you would tighten automatically. And when you tighten automatically, that's bracing your core. So now the trick is to learn how to brace the core while breathing diaphragmatically, because we're so used to keeping that area soft when we're expanding and extending our breath. So how do you do it? Let's practice and start by bending your knees and placing your feet on the surface. Now push the small of your back into the surface and raise your head up a little gently and see how that area tightens, and then release it. And do it again. Lift your head up a little, push your back into the surface, and feel the core tighten, and then release it. Good. Now the next trick is how to get the air to come down if the core is braced. And what you're going to teach yourself to do is to breathe and let the rib cage expand out to the side to draw the breath down while keeping the core stable. So let's try it. Push the small of the back into the surface as you exhale. Feel your core tighten as you raise your head a little. And now draw the air in and draw it down and around the tight core muscles and expand the ribs out. I like to think of it like angel wings. And then when you've pulled the air all the way and got it all the way up to the collarbones, release everything and let it go. And now on your next inhale, raise your head, tighten your core, and pull the air in, expanding the rib cage out while you keep the core tight. And when you get the breath all the way in, release and relax. And now do it again. Exhale, push the small of the back into the surface. Raise your head gently and inhale and draw the air around the core muscles, expanding the rib cage out like angel wings, all the way to the lower lobes of the lungs and all the way to the collarbones before you release and let it go. So it's a little challenging, but well worth trying and practicing. It's really an important foundation of posture and very protective of your lower back and your spine. And now you can release, and either release your legs or keep them bent, and begin expanding the breath with a soft belly and a soft core, pulling the air down and rounding the belly, continuing to pull it in and rounding across the ribs and all the way up into the chest to the collarbones. And then at the top, letting it spill out, lengthening and flattening your body as you release the air all the way to the bottom. And at the bottom, 3 puffs out, letting go of the last bit. And then inhale. Belly, ribs, chest, all the way to the top, and then 3 sniffs to get the last bit. And then spill it out again and lengthen and flatten all the way to the bottom. And at the bottom, 3 puffs. Inhale again, all the way to the top, and at the very top, 3 sniffs to fill the last bit. And spill the air out as your body lengthens and flattens all the way to the bottom, building your lung capacity just a little bit at a time, 2 cycles of this a day, and over time you strengthen and build your lung capacity. A really good protective thing to do this time of year as we're in winter now. Good. Continuing to breathe long and deep. When we're under pressure and we're thinking stressful thoughts, we make ourselves tighter and more tense by inhaling longer than we're exhaling. And that's exactly the opposite of what we need to do. Doing this simply ratchets up the level of stress. Our short exhalation makes us vulnerable to anxiety, depression, allows toxins to accumulate, and creates an imbalance in the autonomic nervous system. And so we begin to focus on the exhale and practicing extending the exhale. Focus on your breath as it comes in, and as you pull it in, the cool breath. And then as you exhale, the warmth. And it's said that a normal, average, comfortable breath is a 6-count breath, with the inhale and the exhale even. So try that, and breathe in for a 3 count, and breathe out for a 3 count. And then begin to deepen your exhalation and try a 2 count on the way in and a 4 count on the way out. Breathing in through your nose, and then on the exhale, either your mouth or your nose. And notice if one is easier than the other when you're lengthening the exhale, and do the one that works best for you. For me, breathing out through rounded lips on the exhale gives me greater ability to lengthen my exhale. Do the one that works best for you and lengthen your exhale. And maybe you breathe in 2 and exhale 4. Maybe you breathe in 3 and exhale 6. Maybe 4, 8. But remember to remain comfortable, because that's when you're most effective. Don't go beyond a comfortable, gentle challenge on the exhale. Otherwise, you send your body into survival mode. Not a good place to be. So breathe and practice. Inhaling and lengthening the exhale. And when you practice this breath correctly, you help your body eliminate waste, and you calm and you nurture the nervous system. So breathe like this for 2 more minutes, long and deep. Inhaling through the nose and extending the exhale, either out through the nose or out through the mouth. Calming and nurturing your nervous system. Perhaps during the day, notice if you find yourself with stressful thoughts or stressful situations. Check and see if you're inhaling more than you're exhaling, and take charge and change it. And exhale longer than you inhale. And take charge of your own stress level, learning to expand the exhale, catching yourself breathing during stress, and using the technique of lengthening the exhale. I'll let the birds in the bowls play if you want to keep breathing for another 2 minutes to amplify the effects. May the long-time sun shine upon you, all love surround you, and the pure light within you guide your way on. Have a great day.